components preparation and storage, equipment and materials needed. Deep freezers, minus 30 degrees centigrade to minus 40 degrees centigrade, minus 20 degrees centigrade to minus 80 degrees centigrade. Blood bank refrigerator, 2 degrees centigrade to 6 degrees centigrade. Platelet incubator with agitator, maintained at plus 20 degrees centigrade to plus 24 degrees centigrade. Refrigerated centrifuge, laminar airflow cabinet, weighing scale, plasma espresso, dielectric sealer, stripper, water bath at 37 degrees centigrade, cryoprecipitate bath at 4 degrees centigrade, dry rubber balancing materials. Preliminary measures for component preparation. 1. Do not spend more than 8 minutes during blood unit collection. If platelets should be harvested, the blood bag should be kept at room temperature 20 degrees centigrade to 24 degrees centigrade and should be separated within 6 to 8 hours from the time of collection. The refrigerated centrifuge is brought to the desired temperature and kept ready. Blood bags must be weighed and balanced equally in cups directly opposite each other. Procedure: carry out separation of platelet-rich plasma from the whole blood by light or low-speed spin. Program the refrigerated centrifuge for light spin with appropriate speed and duration according to the manufacturer's instructions. The blood bags should be placed in such a way that its broadside should be facing the outside wall of the cup in the machine. Close the lid very well and initiate the spin. Make sure you have selected the correct speed of centrifugation and the timing are maintained. When the spin is completed, gently remove the blood bags. Carefully make sure that you are not disturbing the separated layers of the components. Place the primary bag carefully in the plasma espresso. Break the hermetic seal and express approximately 3/4, 3/4 of the plasma into the sterile bag and clamp the tubing. Make sure that adequate amount of plasma is left behind with the packed cells in the primary bag. Separate the primary bag containing red cells and store in the blood bank refrigerator. If ADSO or SAGM triple bag system is used, transfer all platelet-rich plasma into empty satellite bags and add additive solution to the red cells. Seal the tubing of the bag with red cells separate from the satellite bags. When using triple bags, transfer supernatant plasma to platelet bag, which will be centrifuged later in order to separate plasma and platelets. One of the satellite bags containing platelet-rich plasma is processed further to prepare platelets. Preparation of platelet concentrate and plasma from platelet-rich plasma by hard spin. Reprogram the refrigerated centrifuge to the correct or required speed and time duration for hard spin according to the manufacturer's instructions. Place the platelet-rich bag along with the remaining satellite bags, maintaining opposite balancing, just like before. 3. Close the lid securely and start the spin. Repeat similar steps followed in light spin process. Express approximately 200 ml of the supernatant platelet poor plasma into another empty satellite bag. Seal the tubing of the bag with plasma and the bag with platelet concentrate. Separate the two bags. The platelet concentrate should have at least up to 50 ml of plasma with it. After leaving it undisturbed for 1 hour at room temperature, then resuspend and transfer the platelet concentrate to the agitating incubator and store at 20 degrees centigrade to 24 degrees centigrade. The storage is maintained for a maximum period of just 5 days. Make sure that the unlabeled surface of the platelet concentrate bags are facing up. This will help facilitate better oxygen diffusion. Put the bags with plasma at -30 degrees centigrade or lower temperature in the deep freezer. Most labile coagulation factors are preserved for 1 year if fresh frozen plasma is kept at -30 degrees centigrade or below. Preparation of cryoprecipitate from fresh frozen plasma. The fresh frozen plasma bag is removed from the deep freezer and is placed inside the plastic wrapper. Suspend the bag with wrapper at 4 degrees centigrade in a circulating water bath. Within 15 to 30 minutes, the plasma becomes slushy. Centrifuge the bag with plasma at 4 degrees centigrade with speed and duration according to the manufacturer's instructions. The supernatant cryoplasma is siphoned out after the centrifugation. Seal the tubing and separate the bags. Cryoprecipitate is stored at -30 degrees centigrade or below in the deep freezer for a period of 1 year. Cryopoor plasma or cryodeficient plasma can be sent for plasma fractionation. Important points. Ensure that all the instruments are regularly calibrated. Ensure quality control for 1% of all components prepared. Efficacy of the prepared components is reassured by the following parameters. For the red cell concentrates, volume, quality requirement is 280 plus or minus 40 mL. Frequency of control, 1% of all units. Hematocrits, quality requirement is 70% plus or minus 5%. Frequency of control, periodically. For red cell concentrate and preservative, that is, in addition to Adsol or Sag-M. Volume, quality requirement is between 350 plus or minus 20 mL. Frequency of control, 1% of all units. Hematocrits for red cell concentrate and preservative, quality requirements 55 to 65%. Frequency of control, periodic. The primary goal of component therapy is to ensure quality with right component to the right patient in the right quantity at the right time. Components must be separated. Quality must be ensured.